Good morning, everyone. Strafegal. I'm gonna play some more Pokemon Shield. Chairman Rose has triggered the darkest day. We have gone into the slumbering weald to gather the rusted relics of the past to try and stop it. We made all the way to the championship match. Something like this has to happen. Chairman Rose thinking that energy pouring from the darkest day would somehow be the key to saving Galar's future. It seems a bit mad. Can't follow how that's all supposed to work. Yeah, me either. It's not a really great plan. I'm off to help my brother. Okay, Hop. And he's gone. That Hop never changes. Always in a rush about something. You're fixing to help our champion save everyone in Galar? Of course. Greatest ever champions, greatest ever challenger. Along with his fiercest rival, all teaming up for the darkest day. I almost feel sorry for it. Yep. Okay. We're gonna head into the stadium. Please help me. My Pokemon suddenly Dynamaxed and started running amok. Raihan was able to subdue it, but other Pokemon also Dynamaxed. The underground power plant would collapse. Mr. Rose is down there right now. What did you think was going to happen? Mr. Rose has awakened a Pokemon known as Eternatus. Apparently the energy emitted from its body is what's causing the Dynamaxing. Yep. Okay. So we are going to head down and through the energy plant. Go confront Rose. And what do you plan on doing, Gym Challenger? I'm afraid I can't allow that. Champion is the one who needs to control Eternatus. From your perspective, it must seem like I'm doing something terrible. You're literally bringing about an ancient catastrophe that's causing chaos all over. That's why we've been giving wishing stars to Eternatus. I didn't even really think about this earlier, but he's literally like this is like the warlock making a pact they don't understand thing. This is not so good. Okay. And the red light around I do like that despite the fact that Rose is extremely misguided, he has this look of both regret and determination. Okay. We can Dynamax here, but we're not going to quite yet. Chairman Rose is a Steel-type trainer for the most part. We're going to lead with Nick. Flare Blitz. 4 times against a Scavalier. Bug Steel. Is going to take some recoil, though. You're pretty tough. Yes, entirely too tough. Don't you think that's unfair? No? But we're going to send out Klinklang. We're going to switch over to... let's see, I think I was going to have Brad do that one. Yep. This music is really epic. Klinklang is Steel type, but uses a lot of electric moves. So bringing Brad in to block that off. I'm going to use Assurance, which is a Ghost type move. Super effective, but we should be able to one-shot this with high horsepower. There we go. Ferrothorn. We're gonna swap back into Nick here. Ferrothorn is Grass Steel. Another 4 times weak to fire. Iron Barbs is going to do some damage, and Recoil is going to do some damage. So, Nick is down to yellow just from his own attacks, but took those out in one shot. Berserker is a steel type, pure steel type again. So I think we're going to finish this off with Grant. Really? Powers attack and defense. I guess we just do this. Apparently it's a pretty weak Max Knuckle a hit, which is disappointing. So bring in Girder. Girder is very strong. But kind of slow, generally. Because we gave him the Choice Scarf, so he gets a boost to speed. Max Knuckle's going to give him a boost to attack, and he should just be able to cruise through the rest of this. Good. Need some levels on those guys. Caparaja. We are going to keep current Pokemon. Down to my last Pokemon. Not looking good. Continue with the Max Knuckles. Show you a move that'll hit so hard you'll be speechless. Gigantamax Paparaja. I do love the design on Gigantamax Caparaja. But Max Knuckle should one-shot this still. No problem. I'd forgotten how great Pokemon battles are. It's been so long since I battled. That was satisfying. Okay. Okay. I really do wish I could have seen the championship match between you two, and I'm terribly sorry to have ruined the whole thing, but it can't be helped. You could have waited 2 days. You could have had everybody helping you. I love to make speeches, but I think I can stop talking now. Champion should have captured Eternatus by now. You can take the lift up. Okay. We've learned how to be strong thanks to the gym challenge you work. Okay, so we're gonna go take the lift up. Give me a moment, actually. Because we don't want Nick in front, and we don't want Nick at no health. I want Brad at no health. Suppose we also may want to swap here. Because we can get some more levels on the ones we're going to be using for the last section we want to. So we will grab Kristen, I guess. Pat, Nick, Kristen, Jared, yeah. So this is Ryan's time to shine. Ryan is our slow king. We've had him since very early on, haven't had a chance to use him. You'll notice there he has pretty good special defense. Jared actually seems to have better, which is interesting. Um, but he is poison and psychic type. The thing we're going to be fighting is a poison and dragon type who uses lots of special attacks. And actually, I'm trying to remember what Curious Medicine actually does. When it enters battle, it scatters medicine, which removes statue from allies. Okay, never mind. So yeah. Basically, my thought is, if we're going to be fighting something that's going to be tossing a bunch of super powerful special attacks out, we're going to have Ryan be our lead for this. The other thing is, Ryan has eerie presence or something like that? Eerie song? No need to worry. Some power of Eternatus was keeping my team from Dynamaxing, but we've had a champion match all the same. Charizard and the rest of my team have really worn him down. Okay. One. Nope. Burst out. Now we get to fight Eternatus. Okay, Eerie Spell, that's what it is. So here's one of the cool things we're going to be able to do. I'm pretty sure that Eternatus's like super moves only have 5 PP. So Eerie Spell removes 3. We're going to start off with Yawn though. Ryan will get a little bit back with leftovers, but is hurt by burn. That's unfortunate. Dynamax Cannon. This is the one I was worried about. Perfect, though. Eerie Spell. So we're going to burn almost all of the PP from Dynamax Cannon in one go. And then Eternatus falls asleep. We're going to take a turn to full restore. We're basically preventing him from using his poison moves. So he's relying on his dragon moves. We're going to do another Eerie Spell. Eerie Spell should be super effective. Critical hit. That's annoying. I think we should be good to do one more. So theoretically, if my math is right, that should have been the rest of it, and it doesn't matter because Ryan just finished off Eternidus. Now we get the cool cinematic section. This is one of my favorite things that they did in this game. The design on the Dynamax Eternidus is really cool. This entire battle is really like the background, the swirling rubble. This whole section is just super epic. What? I can't use any of my moves. God, sword and shield. Okay, I don't know why we, quote-unquote, forgot. Rafe, use the shield. It might be old and rusted, but there's got to be some good to it. I got it. Okay. And the two heroes hear the call. They grab the sword and shield. Transform into their real forms. And we are going to do Fury Spell. Apparently we don't have... we don't actually have control of the heroes yet. But they break the spell so we can actually attack. And at this point it's 4-on-1 with 2 legendaries on our side. It's gonna go pretty well. Looks like we can we can use our moves now. Yep. Fury Spell. Barely does anything, but that's okay. Let's be clear, you're here for you're here to tank for Zacian and Zamazenta. Boom. Behemoth Bash. Both of these attacks do extra damage to Dynamaxed Pokemon. And I believe our Steel type, which should be good against it as well. Sunlight turned harsh. Double Edge, Eerie Spell. We haven't done any 4-player Dynamax or 4-man Dynamax things. I guess we just keep going with what we're doing. It's fine. Okay. Pretty much spamming their special moves. Nullify stat changes, another max Wormwind, that should be fine. Ryan's down to low health. Slack off. Heal himself back up. I mean, I suppose we just Sludge Bomb. Balancing out the attack drops that we've had. Crunch. They must be out of PP for their moves. We should probably, like... We'll see how much this actually does. We may want to switch out at this point. Yeah. Ryan's out... Only because Ryan's out of moves. I guess there's a pretty good chance that this is going to be enough, but yeah, we'll swap out here. Jared should be able to actually have... Or Jared actually has a few psychic moves left, but it looks like the offensive powerhouses aren't attacking, which is problematic. Where they're not attacking with their supers anymore, at the very least. So I'm hoping this is going to go into our slot. Double's fine. Double's doing nothing. Up, send out Snorlax. Okay, that should be fine. And now we have Jared wrap it up with Earth Power, I think. Because for some reason he keeps using Howl. There we go. This is it. Let's try and catch him now. So, I have mixed feelings about this whole scene. On one hand, I really like how cinematic it is. I love the way that the two legends just come in, jump in to save the day, fade away at the end like this. Like, it's really cool. And honestly, the design for it is really cool. Like, it's one of the best moments I can think of from Pokemon as far as just feeling awesome. Most legend battles, you have to either grind because you have to try and catch it. This one, because of the Dynamax, you can actually beat it and catch it afterwards. A lot of the legend fights in Pokemon, you end up like having to like put it to sleep and then sit there and like throw Ultra Balls for half an hour. So this is a good alternative to that. However, it also feels a little less challenging because it's a 4-on-1. Because it's, you know, because you get these free legends that just show up that you don't control. Chairman Rose turned himself in. Never thought I'd live to see the day. Provoke and Eternatus and nearly cause a catastrophe. Reap what you sow, I say. Okay. I don't know about you, but I slept like the dead. Everyone's still talking about what happened, but things are back to normal now. We really did defeat Eternatus with Zama's, Zenta, and Zacian. Lee's well being Lee. Insisting on having a championship match. You up to it? He was out cold and I'm not even too sure about him. He was out cold and hurt pretty badly. I do understand how he feels, though. Feels like you've been waiting forever to get to see you and him face off in a serious match. Come on. The match will be at Winden Stadium. Okay. So. And I think we're gonna go with Life Orb here. Actually, Choice Scarf is probably fine too. We want to make sure we go first. However, I think we're gonna pause. We're definitely pausing here, but I also think we may need to do a little bit of grinding before we actually go fight Lee. Lee's Pokemon are level 63 to 65. We need a little bit more of a boost. Not much. We don't need to actually be equal to his levels for this. But I think if we get a little bit higher, we'll be better off. So, we're going to wrap up. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.